Serious, serious stuff. Oh, my bro.
Hello.
Hey, man. Looking good. Flexing, flexing, flexing.
Yes, yes.
Tell the world who you are, brother. Thank you for coming to Black Car Speakers Lounge. Everyone, follow, like, and subscribe this page.
Then
Please tell us who you are, sir, while I get this charger for this phone,
yeah,
brother.
my name
Introduce
is
yourself.
my name is Denton Wilson, and I'm a survivor of prostate cancer. Um, I can give you a little bit of background from where I come from. I'm
Yes,
from,
sir.
I'm from Jamaica, Kingston. I'm a Kingstonian, and I lived in Jamaica until I was 9 years old, and
9 years old. Come on.
I left Jamaica at 9 years old because
Right.
things happened in Jamaica that was not right for me to be there. So, and I did not know my mother until I came to England.
Okay.
I thought my grandmother was my mother, and so I spent a lot of my time growing up in Jamaica thinking this was my mother, but something happened and I had to be shipped into England, and that was a turning point in my life. I met my mother for the first time. I never knew my mom. I came over, and all I had was a little badge on my shirt. So when I was in the airport, some black women would come past and look at me and thinking, "Oh, well, you're not mine." And so I was like wandering around until eventually this woman comes and looks at me, looks at my badge, saw my name, and she goes, "Denton, my son." That was the
Wow.
first time I've met my mom, and I knew it was my mom because she had the same resemblance as my grandmother, and
Wow, bro.
that's how things started. Uh, my Jamaicanism was still there. I had issues growing up in England because of my Jamaicanness and my so-called roughness. I was told I spoke bad, so that kind of got beaten out of me. My siblings laughed at me because of the way that I spoke. So things gradually had to change through my life. Now, what happened was I'm going fast track now. When I was in my teens,
Mm-hmm.
I were having dreams about this man calling me, and it was kind of disturbing. So I asked my mom, "Can you tell me more about my father?" And my mom says, "What do you want to know about your father for? Your father is dead." I says, "But mom, if he's dead, I still would want to know more about him." And she goes, "Son, don't keep going on about this because your father is dead." You know what I mean? Because it was kind of upsetting for her, and I didn't know the reasons why for that. But the dreams got stronger and stronger while I was in my teens. And I kept bugging my mom and said, "Mom, please tell me about my father." And she would not tell me. So I vowed when I was old enough and I could afford it, I'd go back to Jamaica. And that's what I did. When I left school, started work, raised enough funds, and I went to Jamaica. It took me many trips before eventually I found my father. And the dream that I had of my father was the same man in my dream.
Gee.
This is how God works. You know, I
Yeah.
greatly believed in God did that for me. You know, he was saying this man was calling me, and the man in my dreams was the same man that I met, and I never knew my father, and I didn't know my father until I was 42. I met him at
Wow.
42 years old.
Excuse me?
I met my father at 40 when I was 42 years old. Right. So my dad, when I met him, I was there for 2 weeks. He started to fill in the pieces why people thought that he was dead. And then on the last week, he felt ill and I didn't know what was going on. So I tried all sorts of, giving painkilling tablets and tried to make him feel comfortable. And it was about when I was about to come back to England, he said, "Son, I want to talk to you." And I goes, "Yeah, what is it?" He goes, "I've got prostate cancer." I goes, "What?" Because I didn't know what prostate cancer was. He goes, "I've got prostate cancer." He goes, "When you go back to England, please see if you could help me." And I says, "Dad, I've met you. met you all my life, 42 years. It took me to meet you, and through the grace of God has guided me to you. There's got to be a reason around that. And I says, Dad, I'm going to go back to England and I'm coming back to you. And I will find out a cure for you. And I kissed him and hugged him and I waved goodbye. And I says, Dad, I'll see you. And I left, I kissed him and I went back to England. Now, when I got back to England, I got a telephone call. And the call that I got was that my father was dead. I could not believe this. I only just met this man 2 weeks in my life. And now I was told my father was dead. I could not believe it. I believe God greatly. And I said to God, why have you done this to me? Why have you done this to me? Why have you punished me all this time? All this time, I found my father, and now you've taken him away from me. And I borrowed some money, and I went back and I buried my father. And I met all the rest of my other siblings, those I never knew, my other brothers and sisters. And then I came, and so it was very, very difficult for me. But there was something was telling me there's a reason. Something was in my head, so I went back to England. I went back to England, and I went to my doctor, and I says, Doctor, is there anything around prostate cancer that I want to know about? I want to know, you know, because of what happened to my father. I want to know if something could happen to me, because I wasn't sure. And he says to me, he goes, you're a young, strapping young man. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to go through all this. And me being the way that I am, I would not come out of his surgery. I said, I'm not coming out until you can tell me there's a test or anything to make my mind right, because my mind was saying, stay where you are. And I said to him, listen, I've just buried my father. I'm not going to come out of this surgery until you do something. And sure enough, I went, he got a test. It was called a PSA test, which is a blood test. I went away and I come back. He asked me to come back. And he goes, sit down. He goes, Mr. Wilson, he goes, sit down. And my heart felt heavy. He goes, we've discovered you've got prostate cancer.
To yourself? To
myself. I goes, what? He goes, you've got prostate cancer. I could not believe it. I watched my father die, really, because I saw for the last week, he got iller and iller, and he got turned like a skeleton. And he was in constant pain because there was no medication, because we come from a poor family, no medication. And I watched him suffer. And I was thinking, I'm going to go the same way. And I go back to God and I go, God, why have you done this? Why have you done this to me? And I went away, cried, and then the doctor says, we need to do further tests. So we got further, he did more further tests. I had a biopsy. And sure enough, they made a conclusion to my disease. He says, you've got roughly about 8 weeks to live if you don't do nothing about it now. But we can actually help you prolong your life a little bit longer by giving you chemo or radiotherapy or various different drugs. And I was like pushed in the corner. This is the only option you have. There was no other option. This is the only option you have. The chemo, radiotherapy, and all these drugs, right? Or you're going to die. And I said to my doctor, listen, I need to go away and think about it. And I went away and I prayed. I prayed and I cried and I prayed and I cried. And I said to God, please, let this pass over me. And there's a voice comes to me and says, what have I given you? I've given you all the plants, all the herbs. Do these things and you'll be all right. And I'm thinking, what? But this was what was in my head, and I believe God was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to my doctor and I says, listen, I'm not going to sign no forms. I'm not having the chemo, radiotherapy, or any other forms of drugs because I don't think I need that. And he goes, you're going to die. And I was scared. Scared, you know, but this is where faith comes in.
Come on, come on.
There was faith in. I put my life in God's hands and I says, God, you help me through this, and I will go out in the world and I will promote to every man on this planet about this disease, because I didn't know nothing about this disease. But I wanted other people to know and understand that this is something that is real, because I was experiencing that. And they're trying to talk to me again. The doctors, listen, this is your last chance. Just sign this form, get this thing sorted, right? Have the chemo. Remember, you're going to have a little bit longer to live. Might be a few more longer to live, right? That's what they were giving me. And it seems quite inviting that I could have from 8 weeks to about a few more months to live. It was quite inviting. And I said, no, God is with me.
Come on, brother.
God is with me. And I went and I had the operation. I had to have the prostate removed because it was aggressive. It was covered all over me. It was aggressive. That's why I had that particular time to live. And I put my hands in God's hands and I says, God, do what you have to do. And I was so happy when I woke up after the operation with my eyes wide open. Praise God. And like I say, people said that those that don't believe in God, I don't understand why, you know, because they say if they don't see him, why should I believe him? We breathe the air. Do we see the air? We don't see the air, but we believe it's there. True? We believe it's there. Understand me?
Come on, gravity.
So
Gravity.
I decided, right, I'm gonna do something. I promised God that I will do something about this. And so what I did, it was hard because I had a girlfriend and I was very sexually active, and we had a child, and we were looking at having more.
Before the diagnosis or after? Sorry, brother.
Yeah.
Before or after the diagnosis? When was this diagnosis?
The diagnosis was over 22 years ago.
Say that again for the audience to hear far and wide on social media. When was this diagnosis, brother?
Over 22.
Everybody listen up. Listen. Go ahead, brother.
Over 22 years ago, this diagnosis was given me. I'm 66 years young. 66 years young. I'm trying to do the best that I can to help my fellow men. Do you know that 1 in 4 black men will develop prostate cancer in their lifetime? In white men, is 1 in 8. So black people, wake up. We need this information. I did a lot of work for Prostate Cancer UK, Macmillan, and they made a lot of money out of me, really, because I was going out and promoting, right, about cancer and this, but they didn't want me to talk about how I survived it.
You are 66 years of age, bro.
I'm 66 years old.
No, you're not. No.
I was born in 1955, brother.
Listen, there's only one man on this planet that looked what? You was born in
1955.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. There's only one man on this planet that looks so good at 66, and that's my father, my dad.
All right.
George Winston, my dad, who's born in 1955.
What's his name?
His name is George Winston Brown. That's my father's name. Okay. And he was a professional boxer back in his days.
Yeah.
I love him like cook food. And you, oh my God, you look like you're in your 40s.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh my God, you put me to shame. I've got to keep the afro now. I got to 66.
Listen, brother. There's more to my story. More to my
Go
story.
ahead, brother. It's all yours. Sorry.
Because I wanted, having the cancer. There's a story about how I got myself better, because I was told I couldn't get an erection. I would never have any more children, right? So that for me, it made me felt like less than a man. I had to go through all this on my own with God, because when I left the hospital, I was on my own with God. And I
just for the audience, what is prostate cancer? Because it's a very serious thing.
Prostate cancer, only men can develop prostate cancer. What it does, it's your prostate gets infected, or it gets some certain things that's going wrong with it, and it develops into cancer. It's a part of that produces the semen. You know, when you ejaculate, right? That was taken away from me. And the surprising thing is, when that was taken away from me, I felt less than a man. I felt useless, because what the doctors were telling me, you may not have been able to have sex anymore. Surely you're not going to have any more kids. That's it, it's done.
And this was 20 plus years ago they told you this?
Yeah.
And let me get this straight. I want to follow you, brother. I want to make sure everyone's up to speed. And the Macmillan Cancer Research used you, but they didn't back you. They used you like a campaign, but they didn't help you.
That's right. That's right. I felt betrayed, really, because when I was going out, I would.
And they wonder why we don't want to take their thing.
Exactly.
And they wonder why we don't want to take their thing. Go ahead.
When I was going up and down the country and doing talks on behalf of the charity, and they were making the money from the talks that I did, right? Now, some of the brothers along the way were saying, your story is so brilliant. Why don't you write a book? Why don't you write the story? Because if I'd have known about you a long time ago, I wouldn't have made the decision that they made. And those people are dead and gone now. And they're saying, write your story. And that's what I did. I've got a book out called A Man Dies Every 45 Minutes on Amazon. Now, I ask the charity...
We need that. Miss Simple Sister Walker, who's one of our medias, please put the Amazon link in the comment section. Please put that in the comment section for every one of us to go and read this up. Prostate cancer is killing men, especially black men. We don't know how serious this is. Carry on, brother.
It is very serious, because I was doing a lot of talks, and like I say, a lot of men was asking me, both white and black men were asking me, well, how have you combated? How come you're looking so good, you're looking so well, so fit?
Yes.
And you don't look your age. What is it that you... There you go.
Do that, brother. Come on, do that. Oh, you put me to shame. Oh, you put me to shame. Oh, my God. I'm 45. Oh, my God. I'm shame. Pardon me. Shame.
Yeah. So they was asking me how I did it. And when I was telling them how I did it, the charity had to stop me. They said, no, you can't say that. But I'm telling them how I continue surviving it. They said, no, what they wanted me to talk about is the pharmaceutical drugs. And I says,
I need you to repeat that one more time. Sorry, my brother. Repeat what you just said there. Again, everybody, this is Black Car Speakers Lounge. Sorry, my brother Denton. Okay. I need people listening to get people to listen right now to this live. Share this live. Hashtag at somebody who's going through something like this right now, so we can listen to our esteemed second guest, Denton, who is a cancer survivor. Cancer is one of the most vicious diseases on our globe. Please, right now, everyone listening, I don't care if it's 10 or 11 or 100, get people to hear this live. Wake them up out of their bed. That job they got tomorrow is not more important than their life. That job tomorrow is not more important than their life. They need to listen to this. Please, please, please. Follow, like, subscribe, listen to this, share this everywhere. Yeah. Please, my brother, go ahead.
I think it's important that we have to help ourselves, because look at all the publicity that's done around cancer and the millions of money that they've generated, but yet we are suffering. And because I wrote the book, they said they wanted to read the book and see it, and they told me that they were going to help me to get it out there. So when they read the book, they said, sorry, we can't help you. I have to publish it myself. They could not help me because there was nothing in there around pharmaceutical drugs. It was all about, all the stuff that I've put in is cancer fighting remedies. Natural. And not only that, I'm going to go on about the water as well.
Wow, come on, brother.
About the water. People, listen seriously. The water that we drink is toxic. And we don't realize that it's doing some harm to us, because it's not, our body is supposed to be more alkalized, right? We eat a lot of acidic food, acidic drinks, and when you eat those things, it brings bacteria, fungus, mucus, leading to cancer.
Teach us, brother. Teach us.
And so
again.
So all these things that we eat, and all this, if you've got a fast food mentality, your health is going to be diminished.
Wow.
You know,
wow.
We have to go back to the basics, brother. We have to go back to the basics. And that's what I did. I went back to the basics with the help of God. He guided me back to the basics about the kind of food, natural food, that can eradicate it, beat it, make you stronger, make you fit, make you healthy. And accompanied with this was the water. I don't drink normal water. I don't drink tap water. I don't drink bottled water. The water that I drink is alkalized, live water.
And filtered water. Brother, can I say that? Can I just interject real quick? Sorry, everyone. I know we're listening to our good brother here. And I'm going to share something. Brother, you moved me to tears. I'm trying to, but you moved me to tears, brother.
Yes, bro.
And I still kind of got it here, and I'm choking up a bit. My mother, and I didn't share this before with anyone, but 3-4 weeks ago, my mother, bro, she suffered with COVID.
Right.
Something, I didn't know how severe COVID was until my mother went through it recently, very recently. My mum could not move. She couldn't go to the bathroom on her own. She could hardly go, and she couldn't speak. I'm in my own, I had my own place. I had to be around my mother's house 24/7. I literally had to get up 3-4 times a night time to make sure my mum was all right and her breathing was okay.
Right.
I had to cook for my mum with pleasure. My mum never took cooking from her son, but this time, vegan, plant-based, cook for my mum.
Right.
My mum couldn't move. I thought for a very small second, am I gonna lose my mum? Bro, I was scared. But I had to pray. I had to pray hard to God, bro. I don't care about any pagans that don't believe in God. That's none of my business. I believe in God, bro, like you. And I have to pray hard to God, bro. And I have to thank God for my sister who works in the NHS, used to work for the NHS, who is now a holistic healer into herbs.
Right.
She is instrumental helping me. She might be on this live now. And my mum now is 100%, 95% recovered. Brilliant. No vaccine, no jab,
brilliant.
No, bro. Herbs, bare herbs. My mum got back. My mum is a typical Jamaican. She's a Jamaican.
Yeah,
she's from St. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She oxtail and rice and peas. And
all right.
My mum had to cut out certain things. She's on okra. Yeah. She's on the spinach. Yeah. She's on the breadfruit.
Yeah.
She's on the alkalized water. Oh, she's not on no tap water. She's not on no Ray and his damn nephew no more. My mum has totally changed her diet. She's not on the Trenton no more. I've been telling my mum for years, Mommy, you have to stop eat the Trenton. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Eat it up a little bit. Mum don't eat no more pork no more.
That's right. That's right.
My mum couldn't move 3 weeks ago. Now she's walking up and down the house doing things. Her skin looks bright. She's clear. Her breathing is clear. But had she have gone someplace else, I don't think my mum would have made it, bro.
You're absolutely, brother.
I'm just telling facts to anyone who thinks that you think you can take your people to the hospital, brother, and they're gonna make it.
Brother, I can tell you now, when I reached the age of 50, even before then, doctors were saying I need to come in because they need to test me because I need to take this because I'm that age. I need to take that because I'm that age. And the thing is, I'm thinking, but why would I need to take that when I feel fine and healthy? You see, but this is what happens to us. We tend to take too much what the doctor is saying. Doctor is not God.
They're not God, brother.
God, right?
They're paid.
And they get exactly. So I said, I always say, you take one tablet, and before long in your cupboard, it's an array of different tablets, because
My mom's diabetic.
all right, of all the side effects, it comes back. You'll be forever taking medication. I don't take no medication, none, and yet they keep pushing me to take comfort, flu jab, doing all them kind of things. And I says, no, why would I? Listen, I prove the things that I've had. It's in my book. A man dies every 45 minutes, and I want people to get it and read it, and they will see for themselves. These things they're thinking, I didn't know that did that. It's amazing the things that is being hidden from us, right? And I want to help as many people. I was walking around in silence trying to promote what I do, because I can understand the charity is supposed to help people to combat the cancer, eradicate. This is what they were. That's why I joined it. That's why I did the work for them. But when I started when I started to talk about how I did it, they had people to come to my meeting and stop me and said, no, this is the script that you need to say. And I had to back away. I'm thinking, no, I have to speak my mind. So I don't bother. I do it myself.
Tell us, bro. Teach us.
I go out there and I try to get people to understand that this cancer can be beaten. Any cancer can be beaten. All you have to do is do the right things. Right?
Come on, tell us, bro. There's so many people suffering.
Simple things. Simple things. Look at in my book. It's got all that information in. It's got information in around the water and what the quality and what that water does to anyone that drinks that water.
Right. Brother, I think it was Javid, the Home Secretary Javid said in an article. Can't remember. It was the Evening Stand in the Garden. Can't remember which one, but it's quoted that they're going to put fluoride in the water. They've been doing that. The toothpaste that we use, fluoride, which is a brain-numbing chemical. Right. They've done. This is not we don't do conspiracies over here in Black Car Speakers Lounge. In Flint, Michigan, 3 years ago, they put poison in the water. In the working class, poor area, black area water, Flint, Michigan, America. Facts. They've been doing this.
And this is
not. Go ahead, sorry.
And this is why, I've got a machine that produces, it goes straight into from the tap, and it comes out, and the water that comes out is live water, because it gets rid of all the toxic, all the chemicals, everything. So you're having pure live water.
Where do you get that from? For the people out here, where do we get that from, brother? Because my mom's on that.
All they've got to do is contact me, right? And if they want information on that, it can be gladly be available to them, or they can get the book. They can read up on it if information is on there. But if they need to get the machine, or they want to know more about this water, all they have to do is contact me, and they will know. It's a lifesaver, because especially now, this age, you see. You got to understand. I'll give you a little bit of science now. Normal water, like I said, the microcluster of normal water and bottled water, the microcluster is very big. So when you drink the water, it kind of stays in your stomach, in your intestine, it stays there. And when you float about, and you can feel it rumbling. Now with alkalized water, the microcluster is tiny as your cell. So as soon as you drink that water, it hydrates your body straight away. Our body is 85% water.
Come on.
And that actually it gets rid of all the toxic, all the waste, flushes it out and get it out of your system. Right? And it just puts your body into the right frame, and it corrects what it needs to correct. We can't say it's something miracle, because we got to be careful what we say, because they don't like to know that these are the kind of things that works, and they wouldn't like me to be talking about things like that to the wider audience. But I want people.
We're protected by God, bro. We don't care about them. We don't worry about them.
Exactly. I want to know, to let people know, right? This is real, right? I'm living proof.
Yes, you are.
Because
come on, flex the muscles again, brother. 66 feet. All right. Oh, God. Chill.
I'm number one I'll be number one in Britain as a natural bodybuilder for the over 40s, over 50s, and over 60s. And I went to Miami when I was 63 years young, and I won the world. I'm number 1 in the world for the over 60s Masters. And the surprising thing is, you know, when I was in Miami, you know, they all lined up. I was the last one to come out on the lineup, and the crowd went silent.
And are you on plant-based? Are you plant-based?
Plant-based, yeah. They were silent. They wanted to see my passport because
bro, no homo, but show you got the 6-packs, yeah. Show the ladies the 6-pack, bro. Show the ladies the 6-pack, bro. Show the ladies the 6-pack, bro. I can't show my ones yet. Jeez, come on, man, come on.
yeah, bro. Here's some of my trophies.
Wow.
This is the world.
Wow.
Here are some more of my trophies.
Some? That's a whole heap.
Listen, I've got more than that, brother. The thing is, I wanted to prove to any man, don't give up. Cancer can be beaten. Don't give up. And I wanted to promote that. And like I say, they kind of stopped me from trying to promote that because I was more concerned that a lot of our black men wasn't aware that 1 in 4 will die of this disease, where in white men it's 1 in 8.
1 in 4.
So we need exactly.
You've just gone silent there.
I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to do something about it, and the way I'm doing it now is to write the book. The book is out there, and I want people to get the book and pass the word round.
Yes, sir. Brother, you know what, bro? I need you. I know. I don't care what forces are listening to this. I don't care.
Me too.
Because God's hand is over all of this, bro. You know, and I have to big up the sister for bringing you on.
Yeah.
Who recommended you on, because you are absolute living proof of miracles, and you are proof that God exists. And from what I've been through the last month, my strength and faith in God is even more stronger now. Exactly. And you strengthen my faith, brother.
That's it.
You know,
and the thing is, you know, I've got I write poetry as well, and I'll give.
Come on, go ahead, write some poetry. Let's have some more.
I'll give you a poem before I go, and it's
yes,
called,
sir.
And it's called Black and White. I was walking down the street, minding my own business, not causing any fuss. Then all of a sudden, I was jumped upon by some hooligans. They were calling me this, they were calling me that. So Iman is black. What's wrong with that? Go swing upon a tree, one of them did say. So I stepped back in dismay. I said, I'm a human being just like you. Can't you be friends and let Iman pass through? Them laugh. This says, prove to me that you're human. I said, I'm built like you. 2 arms, 2 legs, a head. God made these things that I have said. We're different in visual appearance, but we're all from the same parents. Brothers and sisters are we on this earth because this is the place of our birth. We should live in peace and harmony, not hate each other's like enemies. I am black, you are white. Together we should unite, and then there should be no more fight. Right? I wrote that because, like I said, in the eyes of God, come
on, Flames. Come on, people. This is life-saving stuff. Go ahead.
We're one family in the eyes of God. We're one family, and I'm so grateful that God gave me a second chance, and I want to share that with every man out on this planet, because I said to him, to the Almighty, let this pass over me, and I will do it. And it's been hard because I'm trying to promote this awareness, but you know, the forces is stopping me from getting there, you know, and so many people have died along the way, and that made it even more harder, because I could have helped those people if I had that stand, if they had that book, if they had me being there to talk to them, that would have changed their own mindset in thinking.
Brother, if I may say something to you, my brother, and I'm so sorry to cut you. When you speaking about your father earlier, and this is what came to me, the fact that you dreamed your father came, that wasn't a dream, that was a vision.
Yeah.
Your father came. There's a difference between dream and vision. And people stay tuned because we every week we speak about the power of word, the power of the spoken word. It is not a joke, people. What you say can come into reality. And we say every week to our audience there at Black Car Speakers Lounge, your father came to you in your vision. Your father was trying to reach to you. He was reaching up to you. And that's real. I've had those experiences. When we tune into ourselves, especially as children, we have it even more so when we are children. We get scared.
That's right.
We're told dumpy stories, and then we close it up. But in truth, it's our spiritual essence and the God within that's reaching out. Your father reached out to you, and you received him.
Yeah.
And he was told that he wasn't here, but he was. I believe God allowed you to go through that with your father so that you may save hundreds, if not thousands of lives.
That's what I say. My father's death gave me life to give other people life, and that's what I'm about. That is what I'm about. That is what I'm about. That's all I'm about. You know, I got used by the charity, and I felt hurt by that because I did so much for them, and all I wanted them to do was to get the books out there. They know more people. Get the book out to them, and they said when they read it, they said no, they couldn't do it. So I had to do it myself, and I did. And God has been there with me. I've done it. I've got it on Amazon, and it's out there. You know, and I still talk to people around cancer, anything that they want to do. I'm a fitness advisor, right? Because I look at what life has put in my way, and I want to help other people the way that it's happened to me. I want to share that. I don't want to hide it to myself and think it's mine.
Can't hide it under a bushel basket.
It's for everyone. It's for everyone. You know, God has opened my eyes, and I want to open other people's eyes to the true reality that we can live longer with good health because we're living longer with bad health. Why shouldn't we? That's what it's about.
Come on.
We know end of the day we're gonna die, but just think of it. I want to be running on the beach when I'm about 100 years old, or even.
That's my ambition, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Run a Mobile Beach at 100.
All right. Yeah, man.
And if you think about it, we can bring it about. What we think about, we can bring about. Brother, tell us how exactly, by the grace of God, and we give him thanks. By the grace of God, and we give him all praise and thanks. Yeah. What did you take? What were the ingredients that you took specifically? You don't have to name all of them, brother. We're going to have to bring you back on, to be honest.
You'll know about ginger. Turmeric.
Come on. Turmeric.
Chocha. Let me say, lemon, lime, the real honey, not something that is being processed. You don't want anything, nothing processed. You don't want nothing like that. Right?
Go ahead, brother.
And the water is one of the key elements to it all.
Come on.
Because the water will detoxify your body and get rid of all the crap out of your body. You know, so that is something that is a must. You know what I mean?
Did you fast?
Plus exercise. I do fast sometimes. You know, when I'm competing, I might do a fast 1 day on, 1 day off. You know, to get myself ripped for a competition.
So you did actual weights, or was you lifting body weights too? Because this is what people need to hear.
Yeah.
Because there's a massive obesity problem in this country.
Yeah.
That's gonna
exactly. I know how you can lose weight. I know how you can put weight on, right? Because that's, as a bodybuilder, like I say, I'm a natural bodybuilder. There's bodybuilders out there that are not natural. Yeah, I'm a natural bodybuilder, and I take all the natural supplements.
You've got the Wakanda genes in you.
Which I've got. I've got a website that's got all the stuff that I take.
We need that website, please. If we can type that. Simple Walk. If we can type down that website for me, please, darling.
Yeah, Victoria, that website.
Victoria.
I think it's important people wake up and look at the bigger picture, because the way that this thing is going, right? We need to safeguard our health.
100%.
Safeguard our health. And like I say, I keep getting letters, I keep getting telephone calls, I keep getting emails about me having to want me to go down to the doctors to get vaccinated for flu virus and all these business. I won't go. Because
right, you don't need to.
why would I go to somewhere when I feel perfectly healthy? I feel
Go ahead.
perfectly fine.
Come on.
I go into the gym and I train, and so young people can't even keep up with me. No, seriously. They call me.
I believe you. I believe you.
They call me the machine.
And
They call me the machine. Right?
Yep.
And I think it's all because of what I put inside me.
In your body.
And that's what it's all about. We could all do that.
Yep.
Right? If you want to have a longer lifespan and do all the right things, you put poison in your body, obviously you're going to die.
You're going to cut your life short.
You know, put it short. You put the right things in your body and you see what things you can do and how you can enjoy life more. I enjoy life. Fair enough. I've got prostate cancer. I'm still in remission. Fair enough. I can't have kids, but I've got my life.
Go ahead, brother.
And not only that, they told me that I couldn't have sex. Now I work on that. I work on that.
Go ahead.
But the thing is, I fire blinds. But who cares? You know, I go through the same feelings, right? As if I'm ejaculating, but nothing comes out. But I got my life.
That's right, brother.
Thank God, I've got my life. So I'm happy, and I'm happy to share anything with anyone regarding they want to know more about what all the signs and symptoms. Like I say, all those things are in the book. Everything is in the book, right? That people wants to know. But if they want to know more in-depth things, how I continue surviving it, I'm here to talk to anyone that needs my help. And I've talked to a few people who had concerns. They found that they had cancer, prostate cancer, but they didn't know how to relate it to their partner. And so they kind of dismissed themselves from the partner, and the partner is thinking either he must be having another woman because he's not got the energy to actually do anything.
Why?
Yeah.
This is the thing that I was speaking about with my guest prior to yourself. Well, we kind of went there. There's a lot of, you know what, people just, anyway.
It's about being honest to each other. You know, if your partner, be honest with you. If you've got something wrong, tell your partner, because it's your partner that actually knows something is going wrong. They know. So why?
They know. Why? Especially women are intuitive. They know.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually a woman that will tell the man to go to the doctors because something is not right. But the man, being the macho type of person, they don't want to go because it's embarrassing. But no man will talk about what's, something going wrong down there.
Erectile dysfunction,
But they can gladly talk about all the women that they've had. They're the sex king.
Me chop down this one and
All right. That's what I'm saying. But when something goes wrong, they don't blame themselves, they blame the woman and say it's their fault. You know what I mean? And we need to man up because it's about them losing their life. And a lot of people, through embarrassment, lose their life because they're not honest with themselves. And it's about honest with themselves and say, listen, I've got a problem, right? I can't get an erection because it's telling you something. When I go to the toilet to have a wee, it comes out in dribbles and I don't feel that my bladder is empty. It's telling you something is wrong, right?
What's the causes of prostate cancer?
I believe
stress being one of them. I know stress is a common thing.
I believe it's stress, and it's about the food that you eat as well, the environment that is surrounding that can causes a lot of the things. I don't think how can I put it? It could be also hereditary, but in a small percentage. Yeah, it can be hereditary because I've bypassed cancer by doing what I did. You understand me? I survived it.
Was you a smoker and a drinker, bro?
No, I'm not a smoker or a drinker, no.
Well, I mean, back in the day, was you a smoker and a drinker? Because a lot of people say smoking causes cancer, but a lot of people are getting cancer who don't smoke.
Exactly. That's true. I believe it's the environment, all the kind of stuff that's in the environment, the food, all these things, the water, all these things, all these different factors. You know what, when I said to you about we are more acidic because we're eating acidic food and drinking acidic drinks. All these things are detrimental to our health, brother.
Come on, we don't realize it. We don't realize it.
You know, I see people walks down Coca-Cola or Pepsi, and they don't seem to understand, or any fizzy drinks. They don't see it's acidic.
Come on.
And that's
And not only that, these smartphone devices,
yeah,
our smart televisions,
yeah,
our computer, these LED lights,
exactly.
all day, every day.
You see,
All
brother.
the,
You see, brother. We are electric beings. We are electric.
teach us.
We are electric. We're alive. Electricity. That's what's keeping us. That electric current that's in.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's keeping us going, getting our heartbeats, everything. There was a thing that they did, a little demonstration where a woman gave some blood sample, and they looked at it, and all the white cells was all calcified. It was all kind of cramped up, and it wasn't moving.
Right.
It was dead. Then what they did, they gave her some live water.
Right.
And in 5 minutes, those white blood cells was flashing all over the place, flashing light. We are
We are electric.
And the thing is, because of all these interference, it's going to do something to our body, right?
Come on, brother.
Drinking the water helps alleviate and get rid of those type of toxic waste that, you know. So we need to learn. And like I say, it's there. If they want to know more, all they've got to do is just ask, and it's freely there for them. And it's up to them if they want to take that path.
Brother, I'm going to bring you back on next week, you know, so we can go deeper, you know.
I can go deeper, brother.
Because, and I'm going to bring on, I need to bring you on again next week. So people on Black Car Speakers Lounge, with brother's permission, he'll be back on again next week. So there's so much, the key things, and I'm very concerned about our young people and what they eat every day and what mothers are, and I'm going to say unapologetically, what some of our mothers are feeding the children. You're killing your children. Man.
Yeah, true. That's true.
And I'm saying mothers over fathers because it's the mothers that are the first nurses, first teachers, first cooks.
Yeah.
Malcolm X said, and I said it to our guest who came on before, Malcolm X said, to educate a man is to educate an individual, to educate a woman is to educate a nation. And I'm appalled. I'm not judging, it's not their fault, but I'm appalled at what the young youth are eating because of the ignorance of the mothers and the parents.
You see, it's lazy.
You're giving your money to your children to buy crap.
Yeah. That's right.
You're cooking crap with a microwave. I'm guilty. Microwave oven. I'm guilty. I've got it. I'm guilty. I've got to say I'm guilty. There's so much things. We got to stop the death in our homes.
That's right. And the other thing is, well, brother, you know, they're very clever out there. They try to manipulate our minds. You know, like they talk about the five a day, you know, the vegetables, things, and all those things, right? You know, like the tomato, the apple, all these things, they are being coated with pesticide.
Yes, sir.
And we're eating that. Now you're thinking about, you see, I'll show you the machine. Can you see it, brother?
I can see a machine, yes.
That's my machine.
Is that the water purifier?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's the one I'm getting, mommy.
Yeah, that's the machine, right, that I've got. Yeah. And that's all it is. That little device produces live alkalized water. And
people, look at this brother, man. Come on. People, before you go and buy any whatever down any shop on your foot that costs £100+ for your picnic them.
That's right.
Before you go and spend money on stupidness, as we all do, I'm guilty. Go and get that machine, people listening to Black Car Speakers Lounge right now. Save your lives. Not only save our lives, but live your life. Because there's a lot of people living, but they're not alive.
That's right. That's right.
They
can't.
People in their 40s can't move.
Yeah,
their joints.
Exactly. They're existing. You're right. Absolutely right, brother.
Bro, I go for a 20-minute run 2 times a week outside. I do push-ups. I haven't done weights properly for a bit. I'm 45. I'm young. I'm beating up younger man then when I'm sparring.
All right.
A bit of kickboxing. I don't feel old Because I don't ever receive and accept old in my mind. Ever.
Me, brother, I feel the same, you know, because somebody asked me, I'm 66, how do you feel? I feel as healthy as when I was a youth. I feel as fit as when I was a youth. You know?
And how important is vitamin D, brother? Vitamin D.
Vitamin D is very, very important for you. That's the sun. The real sun. The real sun. Because we come from that. From the vitamin C is the sun that keeps us going. You know, because you know about the melanin, you know about the pineal gland, you know all about them things, yeah? How important it is because, you know, and I'll tell you something, and this is I don't know if I'm out of turn in saying that. The only genetic thing that's different between black people and white people is that we are the only race of people, black people, who's got the pineal gland that is working. And
not decalcified, yeah.
White people is calcified. That's why when the sun hits them, it soaks in, and that's why they're more potential to get cancer. Whereas black people, we get darker.
Facts. Facts.
Facts. Brother, I've learned a lot from giving a second chance of life, and I want to share it and tell other people that God is with us. You know?
Come on.
God is with us. But you got to give your trust to him. You got to don't give your trust in man. Don't give your trust in the doctors or in the science, right? Because they're the one that's destroying us.
Teach.
Give your trust to God.
Come on.
You know, and that's what I've done, brother. I give my love, my everything to God because he's the one that's sustaining me.
Amen.
He's the one that's guided me to be where I am now. Without him, I wouldn't have achieved the things that I've achieved. So praise God for that.
Praise him. All praise is due to the Most High.
Praise him always.
Brother.
Every day I thank God when I wake up. Every night before I go to bed, I thank God. I thank him for everything because it's always there for me. Always there for me. And that's what we need. That's what we need to look at now. Look at what's happening in this world. We are, you see, because everything is broken down, isn't it? You can't go to church because of all these corona business.
Yeah.
You can't pray. All these things is a distraction. The devil is having his day. And we're so foolish. Some of us are so foolish. We're like sheep. And we're following that. This man is no sheep. I'm a great believer in God. And he's my creator. He's the one, right, that I will always love. He's the one that I will always be there for because he's always been there for me. And people need to understand that God is there for everyone. But some people dismiss that. But yet, as soon as something goes wrong, they go, oh my God, oh good God. Now tell me something. What's going on here? You know? Because
deep down in our nature, we know that there is the Most High.
That's right.
Deep down, if we hit an air pocket in an aeroplane, and it hits some kind of turbulence, then those who don't even believe in God, the atheists, they'll say, "Oh my God, help me!"
There you go. And
even the pilot, you can't fall on the pilot because the pilot don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, and like I said, because they said they don't believe it. Like I said, the analogy that I said is that they're saying because we can't see God, so therefore there isn't one. And I would say, if you can't see the air, how do you know it's there? But we're breathing it.
Well, anyone that tries to walk off a building, gravity, which they can't see, will tell them that it exists.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So when they say something foolishness like that, I just thinking, okay, if that's the way that you want to go, it's the devil is on your case, and you're letting him turn you a fool.
100%, brother. 100%. But brother, I'm gonna let you give your handles. There's so much more to ask you, but I think I'm gonna save it till next week. I think you've given sufficient enough energy, energy and information. The website for people to go to and investigate. I am appalled at the charities that didn't back you.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised, but I'm appalled.
Yeah,
and I am thankful, grateful to you. Sharing what you've shared with us on your platform, on our platform, because this is going to save lives.
It is going to save lives, brother. And that's what I'm about. I want to save lives. That's what I want to do.
We're superheroes, brother. Okay. And you know, this is Black History Month.
Yeah.
I don't want to just get into the Black History Month. I'm in about Black Now Month.
Yeah.
And you are
Right.
a now hero.
Yeah.
You're a hero now, making
right.
history now.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
about Black Now Month, not just, well, what the greats have done,
Yeah.
who we revere and love.
That's
but
right,
what
brother.
about today? You are a Black Now Month hero.
That's
today.
right, brother. That's right, brother.
So that's what we celebrate.
Yes,
beyond
brother.
October as well.
Yes, yes.
Not just October, every bloody day we do that.
Every day, exactly.
Every blessed day, I should say. I shouldn't say every bloody day.
Yes, brother.
You know, I've got to change my language. So, brother, I'd love to bring you back on, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have discourse with you over this, talk with you, and this is gonna go everywhere, share it with everyone, because we need to save lives.
That's right.
We need to share you as a miracle. We are all miracles.
That's right.
You know, and I thank you for coming on, brother. I want to keep you on, but I don't want to give people too much because this is heavy. But you say in summary, you're saying 1 in 4 black men die of prostate cancer.
Yeah, one in 4 will develop prostate cancer in their lifetime, and in white men, it's 1 in 8.
1 in 8.
And every 45 minutes, a man dies of prostate cancer. Every 45 minutes, right? And that's why the book is called "A Man Dies Every 45 Minutes,"
which we can get on Amazon.
You can get on Amazon, yeah.
Good stuff, brother.
Get the book, read it, and you see the signs and symptoms. You'll see about what to look out for. It gives a list of cancer-fighting foods. It gives you information around the water. It's got everything.
And dairy as well is the thing that we need to get rid of.
Yeah, definitely.
I've learned that when my mum was going through the thing, I cut the dairy out, and it's amazing. I'm amazed at my mum's condition. I'm amazed. She's 66 as well, actually.
Right.
And
okay.
I'm amazed. Yeah. The 60s is a crucial age, and it's just diet. We don't have to die.
Exactly.
We don't have to die.
Listen, we can live a long, long time. The only way we're going to live a long, long time is reject the pharmaceutical drugs that they push into ourselves, because because if something's going to give you side effects, why would you want to take it? Why would you
I've seen it too many times. My granddad died of, I believe it was prostate cancer.
Right.
I've had family members who have died. They overcame it and they died. And every time they went back into the hospital, they died.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen loads of people along my journey that are dead and gone. And those people before they died, it says, Denton, write your book. Because if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have made the choice that I made. Because we don't get a choice. The choice that they always give you, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, it's always that. What about the alternative? This is why they want to keep me silent. But I will not be silent, because I want to help my brothers and sisters. I want to help my brothers and sisters, because we should live a long, fulfilled life. Why shouldn't we?
Yes.
You know, God gave us this planet for free.
Come on.
Yet we're paying for what?
Come on.
You know?
Come on.
Yeah, man, I can go deep, brother. But we'll talk again.
We'll talk, please. And I'll need you on next week, brother, and we're going to go in. Okay, yeah, and we're going to spread the word everywhere.
No problem, brother. No problem.
Thank you, my king.
God bless
Love
you,
my brother. Thank you for touching us with your grace and your presence.
No problem.
And your healing and your miracles.
Peace and love, brother. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Bless up. Bless up.